What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of V2 Sports. It kind of saddens me today to talk about this being our last episode of On the Court for a while. Interconference SEC play is done. This is the last week before we get into the tournament, and then March Madness occurs, and of course, we'll still be going over that. So, this is the last true On the Court we have. For anybody wondering, tomorrow you'd normally hear, the baseball episode. You're still going to hear it. I know last week I was telling y'all that we were probably going to can it. We're not. You're just not going to hear a Thursday episode anymore. Just, it takes up too much, and all of us have other lives. But we do have a special guest for y'all tonight on today's On the Court, and it is none other than Caden from fellow SEC podcast SEC Talk. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Appreciate you guys having me. I'm a big fan of the show.
No, as you already know, I don't do much speaking here, and when I do, I'm accused of being on drugs, being stupid, or quite frankly, just not picking the right team. But I'm usually right, so Jackson, I'm gonna let you take it away after you cut your face cam on so that we can see that bright ass forehead.
Thanks.
Why are you
The
laying
first
down?
game of
Sit
The
it down.
vampire's back.
The vampire.
Get out your wooden stakes, people.
I'm up. Okay. Alabama at Texas. Oh wait, no, that's a marquee matchup.
We start on Tuesday, brother. Damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm on Tuesday. Oh wait, no, my bad. Alabama at Texas A&M. Whatever.
You're an idiot.
What? Wait, what am I slow with? This is Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Jackson.
Oh wait, my bad. It said Tuesday. What am I talking about? Florida at Georgia. It was showing the Saturday slate on Tuesday.
No, it's not.
So
Jackson. You just don't know how to look it up.
no, I'm not even kidding. Give me Florida. Florida's gonna win this game. It's not gonna be like really close. I'm joking. It's Georgia. Georgia's winning this game. And Georgia's at home. It's without Castleton. Georgia's gonna. Honestly, I think they're gonna win by 10 versus Florida.
This is going to be an underrated game, in my opinion, because both the teams are kind of similar. They started out strong, and then they failed miserably. So I think they're pretty evenly matched. I would say Florida slightly has the edge despite not having Castleton. But considering the fact that Georgia has gone on a streak of poverty, at least in the last 3 games, I'm just going to say they're going to bounce back at home. They're going to win versus a trash Florida team. So give me the Dogs by say 6-8 points.
All right,
It'll be
listen,
close.
Before I let anybody else give their takes, Luke, Jackson, one of y'all two needs to cut your camera on. Preferably not Jackson because it looks like he's dead in the middle of trying to do like a sex tape with the red lights
Your
on.
silver bullets
and his
and your
shirt's
clips.
off. Oh God. I'm making Luke the main. All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Very professional.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody
put a shirt on.
Whoever's
All right.
next.
I agree with both Luke and Jackson
I
on
don't know,
that.
make funny faces.
I think Georgia's gonna take this one against us. I'm not gonna say sorry, but Florida team that they're missing their key piece, and I'd say Georgia by 12.
So I'm gonna keep my main logic from last week. I actually did pretty good, just picking the opposite of what Jackson did. So I'm gonna do that again. Let's go. Lofton goes off against Florida, or Lofton goes off for Florida, and Florida picks the W.
Okay, good take. Good. Oh God, he's back in here.
Huddy's back.
All right, Dane, Caden, whoever wants to go next, be our guest because y'all are setting the lineup for the next game.
I'm taking Florida, even with Castleton out. Georgia's just horrible. Florida's not the best either, but I'm taking Florida in this one.
Okay, so
honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Basketball's a streaky game, and Georgia's been on a bad streak. And I get Florida doesn't have their key piece right now, and they might not necessarily be on a good streak either right now. But I think they're on a better one.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know, as all the V2 crew knows, I've been sick for like the past 5 days. Shit, I know, right? Dane rarely speaks. I'm glad we finally got him to speak. But I have my medicine here with me today, and I'm gonna make the correct pick.
Good.
Okay, it's gonna be Florida. Georgia is the
Yes,
most
Actually, I'll take that.
Bad, terrible.
They're not
Georgia's
bad,
horrible.
They're not terrible. but it's Florida, okay? It's they've kind of got to prove that they can do it without Castleton, and Georgia's a perfect team to prove it against. Georgia's not
They're on the road, though.
exactly shit, but they're not too good. It's a perfect middle of the road
They're not,
opponent.
but they're not garbage.
I don't know. I mean, you got the home court advantage for Georgia, and they got some
Okay,
decent
the
students
home
coming
court-
to the games.
The
like
home
Florida,
court
too.
advantage for Georgia. Okay,
Wow.
listen. If I wanted to be barked at, I'd go to a pound, an animal shelter, anywhere. Okay, Florida players can live through it, especially after having to sit through any home game with, I don't know what her damn name is. She's the equivalent of Vandy Baseball's Whistler, but she screams at everybody from like the second row of the student section.
Oh my gosh, that's true. I know
Okay,
exactly
so
who you're
if
talking
they can
about.
withstand her for all the home games, even though it's not directed at them, I'm pretty sure they can like mute out any barking, any abnormally racist things you would usually hear in Georgia, because there's a lot of it.
Surely.
That's why I'm going with Florida. I think they'll lock in and they'll get the
Fair
job
enough.
done. All
You wanna
lead us
move on,
into the
guys?
next game, Jackson.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's go into Arkansas at Tennessee. This
Great
is
game.
a pretty good matchup. I think it's the matchup of probably the day.
100%.
Tennessee's really been on and off these past few games. You see that they've been off versus teams like Texas A&M where they lose barely to Alabama. Oh wait, no, they beat Alabama. What am I talking about? They kill Alabama. What am I talking about? They lose barely to Kentucky. What am I talking about?
What is
Missouri.
going on
God,
with Jackson?
I'm having a horrible day today. Missouri, they lose back to back to Vanderbilt, Missouri. They struggle to Kentucky, and God, man, they kill South Carolina. They kill South. I don't care. My bad. Give me Arkansas in an upset. I'm gonna say 81-9.
No.
Okay. We got
let
through
me-
it. We got
Let
through
me
it.
step in. Let me step in as a Tennessee fan. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
go
can
for
hear
it.
you. We were just
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me step in as a Tennessee fan. So, we've been without Julian and Josiah, our two stretch forwards for a couple weeks now, and you saw Josiah come back yesterday and what we did to South Carolina. Now I know South Carolina is horrible, but we've been up and down all year, and I think we're going to make a statement against Arkansas going into the SEC tournament here and get the big win over the Razorbacks. So
this is going to be a very good game just because Arkansas, they've got their injured players back. They finally started to catch a bit of a roll here, and they're just looking like a lot better of a team while we're seeing a little more consistency from Tennessee. And I know you're coming off of the Texas A&M loss, but there's a few points to that. One, I thought the defense was still pretty impressive. The fact that they were able to steal the inbound in nearly every possession at the last couple minutes of the game is crazy. But I feel like that will really go into this game considering Arkansas is a lot more of an offensive than defensive team, and containing players like Ricky Council and Nick Smith is going to be your deciding factor. And also, if you can stop Welsh or something from getting the boards because he is a rebounding machine. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be really close. And honestly, my opinion on this game changes throughout the day. But since you're catching me on today, on Sunday, I'm going to go with Tennessee. Yeah, it's honestly a coin toss for me. I could really see this going either way. But again, home court advantage. Tennessee needs a good SEC win to stay ranked. So, yeah, give me the Vols.
All right, hold on, everybody. Before we get into the next person's take, we would like to give a huge introduction to none other than our boy Noah. So this is what he has chosen as his theme song. So we're gonna go ahead and let it play through before he starts with his take.
This is a certified hood classic.
Take it away, Noah.
What is up? So right now we're just going over recap. I just joined in. I've been
Nope,
watching
it's
No,
on
South
not
court,
Park.
brother.
recap. No, recap. It's on the court. It's on the court.
No, I mean what are we going over?
On
I'm
the
completely
court.
lost.
On the court.
On the court, what?
Are you?
Bro, I'm so
You would-
zoned out. I've been sick all week. I've been watching
He's
South
asking
Park, and I
what
open up my
game.
text.
He's
And I
asking
just
what
see that I
game are
missed.
we talking about?
Uh,
Y'all
Tuesday,
are
we're
all
on.
slow.
It's
Arkansas
Arkansas versus Tennessee. There you go.
Arkansas versus Tennessee. I'm gonna take
Holy
Arkansas. The
shit.
goals are inconsistent.
Oh my god. What did he just say?
Arkansas.
All right, good take. All right, listen.
I like pigs.
Well,
All right, Pierce.
Arkansas is kind of
All right, all
hot.
right. So in this game, like I think whichever team like can come out from this one, I think they will go. They're gonna go to the Sweet 16 in the tournament.
The hell?
Okay, listen, I'm telling
Wow,
you this right
that's
now. If
bold.
Tennessee wins
For
this
both
game,
teams.
if Tennessee wins this game, they're not
This-
going to the
this
Sweet
is a-
16. It's like kryptonite for
they're
them.
losing
I don't think either of these teams
Me
will,
neither.
to
I
be
think
completely
both of these
frank.
teams go out in the 32.
Yeah.
They
I
will
didn't mean
go
that
out in
way.
the 32.
I just mean like that. I think the team wins this game is they're gonna truly start peaking now, which I think both of these teams need this win.
Well, that's true.
I actually
It's-
kind of like what he's saying here. One of these teams could get hot, maybe drop one later in the SEC tournament, and then go on a little streak in it.
I mean, this is just a
If they
small
get
like.
if they get good draws, they would have to get like good matchups in the tournament.
This is just a
think it's
small
possible.
side take for me, but for those who watch March Madness, I'll be real. March Madness does not determine who the best team in college basketball is. It determines who was the hottest, who's the team that was the streakiest and currently going on a roll. And I can't see either of these teams picking up that streak so late, considering we're still seeing an inconsistent club or team from both sides.
I see Arkansas doing it.
Like with Arkansas, they'll look really good against some team. Like even in the Bama game, it was very close. And I know it was away, but still they couldn't get it done. Tennessee on the road versus Texas A&M couldn't get it done. Those are games that maybe not for Arkansas, but for Tennessee, that's a game you essentially have to win as the 11th ranked team in the country. And with the fact that being streaky matters so much, there are not many teams in the SEC this year that I'm like, wow, these guys are on fire, except for Bama.
Yeah,
Other than
there's
that, we're not seeing it.
nothing else. There's nothing else in the SEC besides Bama. There's only one team I think will go far in the SEC, and will like go far in March, and it has to be Bama. They could go.
Yeah.
They could go out to the 8. They could go out in the Final Four. They could go out literally in the national championship, or they could win it all.
I feel like there's a ton of teams in the SEC who could get past the first round. There's a lot of talent here. It's just they're
And they get past the second round.
they're not special.
All
It's
right,
just that's
so,
it.
Will, go ahead and give your take for the game.
Arkansas's young talent shows out. Arkansas wins.
Yeah, so
Will, I thought you bet it
I
to
could
me
go
every
either way.
time.
I agree with that too.
Wait, Jackson, did you pick Arkansas?
Yeah.
Actually, so Tennessee Ziegler gets hot. Tennessee puts on a masterclass defensively.
Oh my god, I love Will.
All right, Dane, go for it.
Honestly, I mean, I think Arkansas will take an early lead, but then they end up blowing it like last 3 to 4 minutes, and Tennessee wins within 5 points.
Okay, so going into this game, you have to look at past teams' track records. When Tennessee has to play teams that are good, they will maybe keep it close. So like Bama, congrats, they beat Bama. Or like Kentucky, they got swept by Kentucky. It is honestly a mental game for Tennessee, and because Arkansas is so like right there in the middle of being super good or like right to Tennessee's level, they play to their competition and not to what their competition puts on the court, but they play to what their competition is ranked as. And Tennessee is actually going to shit the bed this game. And I mean royally shit the bed. I mean like 15 points shit the bed.
I mean, I could see Arkansas winning, but what's the reason for the large margin?
What's the reason for the
Like,
large
if
margin?
you're-
Because if you've
Yeah.
watched basketball, because we've had to cover the ups and downs of Tennessee this season.
Don't worry, I've watched Tennessee basketball.
Okay, you will notice that if Tennessee wins a game by more than 20 points, the next game they have to play that is against a semi-decent opponent, they will lose by roughly around 20 points.
I will admit, whenever Ziegler plays basketball, I feel like he's just some random YouTuber who's filming video that's like, I'm an 8th grader who snuck onto a D1 basketball team for a game.
My name's
And,
Trey.
like, he's out here getting
I
cooked.
got a shoe game. I got a basketball game tomorrow.
Point guard.
My name is Trey. I got a basketball game tomorrow. I'm
So,
a
like-
point guard. Got a shoe game. Like, he's, like, here's the thing. Ziegler's height isn't even the problem because I've seen him drive to the basket many times and make some pretty impressive finishes, like especially against Texas A&M, even in the closing minutes. But I don't understand why he shoots as many threes as he does. He is a terrible three-point
so
shooter.
right now, from what I've found out, Tennessee's NIL is actually holding a competition between Joe Milton and Zakai Ziegler as to who can hit whatever they're throwing at the fucking hardest and be inaccurate at the same time. So, like,
That's
you
beautiful.
know, Spire Sports, they're over here watching Tennessee. They're like, can Joe Milton throw an orange more than 100 yards? And he just decimates the orange. So they're like, can Zakai Ziegler try to break the backboard in one singular half of basketball? And let me tell you something, he's getting pretty close at it because he's just launching them bitches at the backboard.
Gentlemen, well, I do think we're getting a little carried away here because we've focused on literally just 2 games in the Tuesday slate, and we still got.
Yeah, let's go into the Texas A&M Ole Miss game.
Oh.
It's going to be a blowout. All of us pick Texas A&M, right? Unless
Yep,
somebody's.
let's go ahead and go to the Wednesday slate because if any of you
Nope,
are
Nope,
feeling
I'm
bold
picking
enough to...
Ole Miss. I'm picking
got a
Ole
fourth
Miss
game.
because Jackson picked Texas
There's a fourth
A&M.
game.
Oh my God!
actually
Mississippi
think-
State's going to sweep. Yeah, Mississippi State's going to beat South Carolina too.
I mean,
Nah,
I don't-
GG Jackson goes off something.
Oh my
I don't
God!
think. I don't. Here's the thing. You guys are kind of underrating the Mississippi State game because that is arguably their most important game of the season.
Okay, hold on,
Like,
hold
literally,
on, hold on. How are
Mississippi
we
State is the
underrating
last.
it?
Mississippi State is the last 4 in, meaning they have to win these last 2 games. Meaning if they lose one,
And they'll
they're
choke.
out.
And we have
Literally
to play
1 of
South
2 games
Carolina.
lost.
It's South Carolina.
That's
But
still
South Carolina
pressure.
has been on a hot streak
That's still
lately.
pressure.
Hot streak my
That's-
ass. They just
I mean,
lost by
close.
40
They
points.
almost beat Alabama.
Better
This
than
is a pressure game.
Really
Oh
They
my
close.
have
gosh,
to win or
they
they're out.
almost beat Alabama, where the entire team was facing a team chemistry issue because one of their players on their team is quote unquote being looked at by the fan base of every other SEC team as an accessory. Do you understand what that does to team chemistry?
Yeshuda.
That makes team chemistry an all-time low. So yeah, they
Well,
had a
that's true.
slip-up game against South Carolina because you're sitting here like, oh, our best player's about to go to jail because he
and he
somehow
dropped 40 points. He
Damn
dropped
Skippy
40
did.
points.
He was out there proving something. The rest of the team's like, oh my gosh, he's technically having a flu game. But this is going to be his, last day out game. The fuck? Like, damn. It was a team
His
chemistry
last
issue.
day out.
Yeah, South Carolina is not that good of a basketball team.
No, they aren't.
Yeah, but Mississippi State will choke under the pressure.
Mississippi State's going to win.
Mississippi State's winning this by 20.
Go for it. All right. Move on Wednesday.
All right,
Auburn,
Wednesday
Alabama, the
slate.
Iron Bowl.
Auburn,
the fake version.
Alabama
blowout
by
Auburn.
40.
This will be the biggest blowout we've seen all season. Alabama by 40.
It's not going to be that bad.
I'm an
think
Auburn
this will
fan.
be-
Alabama
will
by
be a
40.
murder. This will
You're
be.
what?
This will be
Yeah,
a murder.
You're
Yeah,
a
Bama's
what?
winning that.
You're,
I'm an
yeah,
Auburn
you're
fan.
what?
What?
You, Pierce?
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Here's my
So-
thing. I do think it's gonna be a blowout. Don't get me wrong, but 40, like it's gonna be maybe 15, 20 points. They're not just a bum
Did
team.
you
want
watch
40 or
Saturday?
you want to double it and give it to the next person?
Will, are you picking Auburn? Are you picking Auburn because I picked
No.
Alabama?
I'm picking Auburn,
I'm
baby.
picking Bama by 20. I'm just saying it won't be 40. That's like blasphemy.
Katie
They will be
Johnson has
40.
the game. His
Katie Johnson goes off
Auburn
for 50
wins.
points. Auburn gets the sneak. W
Auburn's
will.
in jeopardy of not making the tournament, right?
They won't make the tournament.
Yeah.
They won't make
They-
it.
We're not
In
making.
order to make
we're
the
not
tournament,
They
they
play
would have to
Bama
win.
and Tennessee.
In order to make the tournament, they would have to make both games, and they would have to beat both Bama and Tennessee.
Friendly
Both of
reminder
which
that
are-
this time
By the way,
last year,
one of which is on the road. Let's be honest.
friendly reminder
Auburn is
this
going-
time last year.
Auburn beats Alabama.
NIT bound.
Stays in SEC or
Well,
not
fuck me,
SEC.
Will. Let me
NCAA
speak.
tournament.
Friendly
No.
reminder that this time last year, Bruce Pearl called Auburn an everything school. Just a quick reminder.
I feel like every SEC school tries to call themselves an everything school, and it's like, here's the thing:
Specifically,
you can
Vanderbilt.
play the
Am I right?
sport, you can participate in the sport. That
Vanderbilt's the
doesn't
only
make you an
team-
everything school.
Vanderbilt's the only school in the SEC allowed to call themselves an everything school. Because they're the only school
Really
on top
good.
of the academics. They're the only school that's on top of the bottom of the recruiting rankings.
I feel like Bama's close to it.
Top of the
Think about it.
bottom recruiting.
Bama's
Top of
killing
the
it in
bottom.
Bama's always competitive in football.
Their
They're one of the
track
best
team
teams in
sucks.
basketball. No, listen, they're always competitive in football.
Who the fuck
Their
track
cares
team
about
sucks.
track?
For God's sake, let me speak. They're always competitive in football. They are top of the league in basketball.
horse
They're
riding
ranked.
team?
They're ranked in baseball.
What
They're
about
Fight
their
over
defense?
family
Don't ask
members.
how I know this, but they're really good at swimming. They're insane
Women's
at
soccer.
softball.
Yeah.
They're softball and soccer. I mean, they are in everything school, other than academics. In which case, that's like
Tennessee's up
what-
there
An SEC
too.
public school.
What
SEC
school?
up
What school
there.
are you talking about, Luke?
Bama.
Bama.
Bro,
Well,
they're so good at
I mean,
wrestling. They
hell-
wrestle their own family members.
Damn. Well, I mean, if we're being honest, Alabama is an everything school, everything Luke just said, and currently they're leading the arrest record for amount of students arrested on murder charges this year.
I told
So-
you they're in everything school.
Shit, they're running a little
They're just
shy
killing
road
it
down
out
there in
there.
Tuscaloosa.
They got shooters off and off the court, or on and off the court.
My girl
They're
said she
killing it
wanted
everywhere.
soda.
Ziegler, like most people, when they talk to Ziegler, they're like, "Go watch some Curry film. Go watch some Klay Thompson film." He's like, "Nah, man, I'm trying to watch that Bama shooting." Know what I'm saying? He pulled up the security cameras to the footage of them gunning the town, and that's his practice for.
At least a little bit
I guess
more
now we
accurate.
know why he's missing all the time.
Yeah, even a blind squirrel finds a nut, just like mom.
Move on. Kentucky,
All right.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt at Kentucky. This is probably game of the day.
What?
What?
I just want,
Actually,
I just want Will to
Of the
I
day,
just
yeah.
want Will to pick Kentucky. So give me Vanderbilt by I'm gonna say like 10. Well, not 10. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 5. This will be an upset.
Jackson,
So,
why don't you get smart? I want you to start picking every good team before him so that his record just atrociously.
I
shits
know.
on
I know. I'm picking Missouri next. Will.
I'm also taking
got
Kentucky.
this.
Vanderbilt's inconsistent, and Kentucky needs a win in order to make the tournament. So
Kentucky's a
Go blue.
tournament.
Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna take Vanderbilt in this one by 3. Well, actually, is it at Rupp? Where is it?
it's at Kentucky.
So,
It's
yeah,
at Kentucky. Then give me Kentucky by 5.
Yeah, that's Kentucky all day.
You know, growing up, I heard a lot
Oh,
of
here we
old
go.
people. Everybody telling me, you know what, Sonny? If kids your age, when I was a kid, they were going out and they were killing the commies. And it's the same shit Vanderbilt's going to do. Vandy is going to no. Kentucky is going to kill the commies with extreme prejudice in Rupp. Give me Kentucky.
What the hell?
Oh, wild. Any other takes on
Okay.
this game?
All right.
Jason described it interesting.
So Kentucky will turn into the Wolverines from Red Dawn and kill the commies. I like Jason's analogy. I'm gonna copy
Thank you. Down with the commies.
All right.
We
No,
are
you-
literally going to
before
all be
we get to
canceled.
Missouri
I'm
LSU
actually
game.
worried now.
Who's going to cancel us
Before we
for
get into
saying down with
Missouri
the commies?
LSU game, let me
No,
say
We
one
just
thing.
clowned on the Bama stuff, so I mean, we're not far from
You
it.
think this is worse? I literally had to sit through an hour and a half conversation with the publishers, and I know y'all are listening, about Will sitting here talking about his ex-girlfriend deep throating him until he was almost finished. The fuck?
About what?
We don't speak of those things.
Moving on, Tigers versus Tigers. Yellow.
Before we get
versus
into that, I
yellow.
want to say one
Give
thing.
me Missouri. LSU
Missouri.
sucks.
Missouri. And Dane,
Will, I could treat you better.
Dane, you're like our like shoot like when we're on, like when we have all our chemistry on, you're like our guy, man. Like when you speak, everything's ready. Like everything's good when Dane speaks. It's a good episode when Dane
True.
speaks.
Jackson's back. Here we go. The sauce
Yeah.
begins.
I'm telling you, man. Now, give me Missouri by 20. Will pick LSU, man. Just pick LSU. I'm not
What game are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Missouri LSU.
Oh, LSU in the upset.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? I can't stand this shit no more. Caden, Pierce, Dane, Noah, any of y'all, go ahead and throw your
Just
picks.
Missouri.
Missouri. I said Missouri.
LSU's
Yeah.
horrible.
I'm taking
Missouri by
LSU.
No, 15.
Alright, so I'm actually Baby, I'm sorry. I'm entering a polygamous relationship with Noah and Will because we're going with LSU. Give us the
Yes!
upset.
LSU, the L stands for
There's no
suck.
way.
LSU, the L stands for suck. What about the S? What about
The S stands for
The
S
L
stands
stands for
for
loser.
school.
The S stands for loser.
Suck school university.
Baby, isn't
Go
that where
Tigers.
you came from?
Get into this Saturday slate. Georgia at South Carolina. You know,
You passed. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah.
yeah, South Carolina is gonna beat Georgia, and I know, South Carolina sucks, but Georgia's been sucking lately.
Honestly,
Oh my God.
considering Georgia's
South Carolina's gonna win by 4 only because it was at home. It was an overtime game last time. I'm pretty sure, or
Okay.
it was it? I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm just gonna
But
ask.
South Carolina and Georgia's always a good game. South Carolina owns
No,
Georgia at
it's
home.
not.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
it
this:
is.
Does anybody
Carolina-
know? Does anybody
No,
know
you
here if
should.
Georgia's competing for the NIT? Like, are they still in
They are.
contention to make a seed? Okay,
They're like
then
one of
yeah.
the last 4 in.
Give me Georgia. If this is a win that literally decides whether they make the not in
Give me
tournament
South Carolina by
give me-
4 to
give me
5.
the dogs. Give me the dogs. The dogs will bark at the end of story.
Honestly, yeah. Give me Georgia by 5.
They need that NIT spot so they can say they at least salvage somewhat the season, and then they could keep their coach even though because they made a tournament.
No,
There you go.
I guarantee you, if I said I changed my pick to Georgia right now, Noah will, every single one of them would pick South Carolina.
Then do it.
Nah, I'm good.
Cock
Are you
muncher.
changing your pick to Georgia?
No.
So I'm
Do
gonna
it,
go ahead
baby.
and pick the dogs. It's Columbia is kind of like Georgia's second home, and they're gonna go into their second home and get a big victory.
They've lost like 15 straight in basketball there.
Cock muncher.
Not in football or baseball.
Our
Well,
number one
And we-
munch.
I believe in South
Dude, this
Carolina.
tacos.
I'm picking South Carolina.
who just said that?
South Carolina by 2.
Pierce. Respectfully,
No,
what
I
the hell is wrong
believe.
with you?
Look, they gotta go out on a good note.
What good note? GG Jackson's
They
going to
have
the
nothing
draft
to
and-
do with this season. They're the only team that has nothing left. Almost every other team in the
LSU?
SEC
LSU and Ole
listen,
Miss.
besides LSU and Ole Miss, every other team in this conference has at least something to play for. And also,
Yeah.
in terms of record, South Carolina literally is the worst team in the league or in the conference. So
Wait, are they?
They're-
It's called
or
an
is that-
upset.
they're 10-19. LSU has 13 wins, and Ole Miss has 11. They are the worst in the conference. And because of that, they have nothing to fight for. Nobody will show up to that game because nobody's going to care. They're going to just show up their phone. They're going to look at their phone maybe at 11, 12 o'clock when they're studying for their exam. They'll be like, oh, shit, Georgia and
I
South
ain't
Carolina
studying.
played. I wonder who won. Oh, shocker. Georgia won. Huh, who would have thought? Well, I guess I didn't miss anything.
I just said that to make you mad. It worked.
Nah, but let me say something.
What?
Before this season,
What
I
did
knew
he
some of
say?
y'all were gonna go off.
South
That's why
Carolina
I
had a
picked South
12-win
Carolina.
streak.
What did he
No,
say?
before this game, South Carolina had a 12 overall win
I didn't hear what he
streak
said.
and like 6 years worth of wins against Georgia
God,
in a row. So I'm
Jackson.
taking South Carolina to at least
Jackson.
take one.
Jackson, you forget who's on your team. You have Mr.
Your?
Me?
Unreliable himself.
My team?
Yes,
My
because
team?
you're a little
What?
cock munch. Your team is who you're picking. Yeah. You forget who's on that team. GG Jackson.
Michi Johnson.
Yeah.
Are we sure this
Josh
is
Gray.
Will's
Josh Gray's
girlfriend?
been great lately.
I'm
GG
not
Are we
talking
sure
about
Jackson
Josh
is
Gray.
Will's girlfriend?
Michi Johnson. And then
Yo, whose
you got
phone is
Jacoby
having a
Wright.
panic
Jacoby
attack?
Wright in his last 5 games is averaging 14 points per game and like 4 rebounds.
Jackson,
So-
you want to know what you're averaging for the past 12 episodes? You're averaging about
Nope.
5 no bitches and 6 shut the fuck ups.
He went off camera. He's done. Moving on. Oh god. Tennessee
sucks
and
on my
Auburn.
He's Will's
Let's
girlfriend.
go into the Tennessee at Auburn. Auburn needs this win, and they're not going to get it. Tennessee by 3.
Tennessee.
I completely agree. Tennessee wins this game. I feel like Vescovi and Zakai Zagler is gonna pull out the upset against Wendell Green and Jahodi Broom. So give me the balls.
Well,
They
fuck
beat this
you.
leg.
Fuck
we
you,
got
Luke.
We got the midget matchup of the century.
Who? Who's it? Who?
Fuck
We got the midget matchup of the
Ask.
century.
I like
Who asked?
midget.
Does
Because
anybody got
nobody
Auburn
did.
winning this game? Besides Will.
If you have Auburn winning this game, I would like to specifically state this because I know your family is listening. If you are in any way, shape, or form Will's significant other, mother, father, brother, sister, I am completely sorry for this accident, mistake, depression scenting, mistake again, no bitch getting, Auburn picking.
Watch Auburn
stupid
win, too.
bitch.
That's it. It's confirmed. Jason jinxed that Auburn is gonna win.
Hey, it's senior night.
Jason
You know,
Jinx is
it's
real
Alan
in
Flanagan
basketball.
has to really show what he's made of.
Wait
You
a
know,
minute. Y'all are
Flanagan
saying
has
that
shown that he
y'all are
is the
saying that I
6'9"
jinxed it?
or whatever waste of talent.
Jackson,
oh,
are you
he's a
saying-
waste of space.
Jackson, are you saying
Hey,
I
but
jinxed
I
it?
will say Broom though. Broom
Jason
is the
pulls his
man.
best Zakai Ziegler in basketball takes.
I really hope that
Oh,
Broom is a good
I
game.
pulled my.
Yeah,
I pulled
he's
my
at least a
Zakai
player I like
Ziegler.
on Auburn.
Hey,
wanna
I
talk
just
about
want to
the
know what's going to
get up to
happen
the
when
points?
Zakai Ziegler and Wendell Green try and break the backboard.
That's a good point. I forgot this was the worst game of the year the last time they played.
40
Wait,
wasn't
Pierce
it
is
45 to
spitting.
46?
Yes, Pierce is spitting. This will be the battle of who could brick the most and build a house for the homeless. Like, it's gonna be like
Investigate shoots it, and it's another break. And
they're
oh
gonna
my god.
they're gonna label this game as like fucking community service because Zakai Ziegler and Wendell Green are gonna be building houses with the bricks that they're gonna be throwing.
Defensive
This
game of the
matchup.
year.
It's just who can build more, because people need homes.
Defensive game of the year in the SEC.
I won't even say
Do
defensive
either-
game of the year. I'd say just you know what? It's a basketball game.
It's
Do
a-
either of these teams
Is
score
it?
over 40?
It
It's
is
an
a- it is-
offensive mid-off.
Did
It is a
Dane make
basketball
his
game.
pick yet? I gotta know.
Everybody shut
Dane,
up.
make a
Dane.
pick.
All right, who did Jackson pick?
Holy fuck, Will! Did anybody
Pick
ask you to
Tennessee.
speak? You fucking worthless waste of breath. Please let Father Dane speak.
Well,
No.
tell him to
I'm not
speak
gonna lie,
louder.
it's been glitching out. I've been hearing a lot of Auburn, but I don't know who they're going against.
Tennessee.
Oh, against that Tennessee. Oh, give me
Correct.
Tennessee by. Give me Tennessee by 3. Actually, I think
the
they
Beautiful
end
take.
up.
That is
Great
the
take,
exact
Dane.
thing I said.
I love it. So that means Will is taking Auburn. We could move on.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I actually take Auburn 39-38.
They
That's
double
accurate.
down on their shit.
If y'all do remember the last time these two teams played, it was quite frankly the worst basketball game we've ever watched.
45 to 46. Tennessee.
That was not a basketball game. That was a football game.
No, it wasn't. Tennessee played defense.
That's
No,
a good
like-
point.
You shouldn't be able to tackle people. That's what happened.
Tennessee had a good front seven last year, and their small player was getting cooked.
All right, can we just move on to the next game?
All right, let's get into the Kentucky at Arkansas.
This
Arkansas
is
had the home field
arguably the
advantage,
matchup of
but
the
Kentucky's
year.
still winning by 5.
The
So
week.
give me Kentucky by 5 versus Arkansas at Arkansas. I know Arkansas is a
Arkansas
good.
at home, and Arkansas plays 10 times better at home. They also need this win, crucially, to get into the tournament. Give me the Hogs.
I like pigs.
I like that, Noah. You see, you think differently
Mhm.
compared to everyone else. I
Alright.
agree.
All right, I understand this is going to be a very sus shit, very mildly inappropriate take.
Just
for-
play the soundboard for yourself. It's okay.
Here, I'll get it ready. So, I recently found out that the team I'll be taking is now my favorite sex position, and I like to hog tie my women. So give me the Hogs.
Wow, dude, that was like legitimately
Boo.
so funny.
Boo.
Like I'm dying.
Hold on.
I was the hog.
Boo.
Hold on, can we pause for a minute? Can we please ask Will, 1, fix your mic, 2, what's wrong, and 3, why are you still breathing?
So the answer to 3 is because I haven't died yet.
No answer to 1 and 2?
My mic might not get fixed. and I don't remember what you said for 2. So
That's the same statement. Let's keep going.
Wait, we're just gonna skip everybody else?
I'm saying let's
Let
keep going
Father
down the
Dan-
line.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good save. Good save.
What do you mean good
All right.
Eh,
Arkansas is a good team, but
Yes.
Kentucky is an even better team. Give me Kentucky by 10. Honestly, it's
Wow.
going to be a lot larger of a lead than I think a lot of people are expecting.
Large margin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, staying with a W take. Anybody else?
Man,
who-
I just kicked him out of there with that.
What does Pierce
attitude.
got?
Yeah,
Hold
anybody
up.
else
All right.
picks on this game?
Thank you, Caden, for
just
joining
'cause
us
it's-
from SEC Talks. We really appreciate it. We know you were on a time crunch. Sorry it took so long, but make sure to go check out his podcast. We'll link it in the caption.
Just because it's
Who did
at
Jackson take?
Arkansas.
I took Kentucky.
Let Pierce speak. Let him cook.
Just because it's at Arkansas, again, I think Arkansas is gonna get hot. I said that earlier, but I think I got Arkansas by 3.
I like
Yeah.
the take.
Okay,
Yeah,
Will,
give me
Close game
now
for
you
sure.
can speak, Will. Come on.
okay, so in the preseason, I really thought the end of the year was going to be when Arkansas found its most of its success, and now they play Kentucky. They'll beat Kentucky and go on a little mini SEC.
Yeah. Okay. Ole Miss at Missouri.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll take. Next game. Let's go.
I'm gonna make
I'm
this short
going
and
to
sweet.
take Ole Miss because Jackson took Missouri.
I'm
Missouri.
just gonna say Ole Miss sucks.
Missouri. I can never pick Ole Miss in a
That's
game
it.
like this.
Old piss.
Watch Ole Miss win too. Give me Missouri
Old
by.
piss. Always miss.
Missouri's
Old
gonna win by
piss,
15.
Don't matter.
This is gonna be Kobe Brown's insane game that comes out every 1/3 of the game. So
What?
Old piss. Always miss. Full of shit. Don't matter.
Where's the game?
Missouri by 40.
it's at Missouri.
All right, Missouri by 20 plus.
Mizzou by 8.
Team.
Oh wait, my bad. I forgot. Ole Miss keeps it close for some reason. Missouri by 6.
It'll be within 10. I think so. But it'll be more towards the 8 to 10 range.
Yeah. And
Old Piss won't miss, and they'll win the game.
Yeah, LSU at Florida. Honestly, screw it. LSU's gonna beat Florida.
Is that the last
I
one
know.
before the marquee matchup?
No,
I did
there's
predict the
Mississippi
LSU
State
upset
at
last
Vanderbilt.
time. I predicted the LSU upset last time, but I'm not doing it this time because LSU already put all their effort into that one. Because of that, give me the Gators. Go Gators.
No,
Gators are gonna win.
LSU struggles against bigs, and without Castleton, I don't think really Florida has really any
You
good bigs.
could have just stopped right there. LSU struggles.
Yeah,
They struggle
yeah,
with what?
Just
Everything.
struggles.
They
That's
struggle
it.
with bigs?
No, they just
No,
You
they struggle
son
with
of a
academics
bitch.
too.
They struggle with academics.
they don't struggle with
Well-
Livy Dunk.
Florida's going to be trying to play for the NIT, so
But listen, if I have maybe dad and I go into my bathroom and look at her picture sometimes.
No, I do
make
not.
my wee all giddy.
I don't even got a southern accent. I don't even got a southern accent.
All right, we're gonna
What does it sound like that?
do a quick
Oh,
pause
God.
because we still have to fill out time. Jackson,
think I
No,
broke
I have
my
a take. I
computer.
have a take for this one. Let me
Oh,
cook.
pause. Hold on.
I have
I'll
a
get to
take
that
for this
later.
one.
Dane, go
Alright.
ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna be Brian Kelly here, and I'm showing up to the basketball game. I'm gonna say LSU by 4.
Yes, another
Wow,
person.
this is upset time now.
The
We got the
only-
fake
why are
Southern
y'all
accent
picking
and everything.
LSU?
Because
Well,
LSU
then.
actually has the potential to upset here.
They do.
Tigers.
Especially without no Castleton, that really hurts Florida's chances in this game because that's exactly Castleton is the exact.
For those of
matchup.
y'all that picked LSU, name 6 of their players.
What did you say?
Name 6 LSU players.
Uh,
I asked
I'm
you to
pumped the
name 6 of
roster
the
real
players
quick.
you
I got
picked
you.
as-
name
KJ
6.
Williams.
I can only name 5. I can only name.
I can name you a few.
Are we going
KJ
all time?
Williams.
Not you, Luke. Not you, Luke. You picked Florida.
No, we didn't.
Oh, that's a good point.
KJ Williams,
Shaquille O'Neal
Adam-
30 years ago.
Trey Hannibal, and Fountain. That's all I know.
Derek
This
Fountain.
is my point.
Cam Hayes, Jalen
Florida
Reed,
my 15.
Tyrell Ward, KJ
I can't name
Williams.
6 Florida players either.
Don't worry, guys. I got
So-
y'all. Here you go.
Thank you. Let me read. Your camera quality's a little shit.
Oh shit, my bad.
Can you read it out
Pete
to me and I'll just
Maravich.
mouth it?
I already pulled
Okay.
up first.
Okay, Jason, turn on your camera so you can
I
mount
have
this
no
real quick.
camera, so how about this? You just read it, but in my voice.
Okay. My name is Jason, and I think so. Here's the 5 players. Derek Fountain, Justice Hill, Justin Williams, KJ Williams, and Cornelius Williams.
No
How
way
many
his name is
Williams they got on their
There's
team?
no way in hell they have that many
3.
Williams on their team.
Yes, they do.
They have 3 Williams,
Williams.
KJ Justice, and Cornelius, because for some reason the mother just decided, I'm gonna name my son Cornelius because it's all
Yeah.
fun, even though that's
Do they-
probably one of the worst names
I
I've
only
ever heard.
see 2. Wait a sec. What?
There's worse
Justice,
names.
KJ, and Cornelius, brother.
You
I
could
think
be
I
named
broke
Adolf Hitler.
Discord.
Oh,
What?
son of a
There's Justice Williams.
I think
My
I
bad.
broke
Justice,
Discord on my
Cornelius, and
computer.
KJ.
What'd you say, bro?
That's on me, Jason.
What'd you say,
I think I
Bella?
broke Discord. I think I broke Discord on my computer. I just now realized the Mavs lost, and I slammed my computer, and now Discord won't work, so I'm on my phone. They ruined.
Oh,
They ruined my
Quinn Snyder,
whole
the GOAT.
parlay.
you know what?
My
Just play
whole
a sound for that,
parlay.
Jason.
So,
care what the sound is,
who's
just
winning,
play
Noah?
something that makes
Noah,
sense.
who do you got winning? LSU or Florida?
Play me my theme song first. Play me my theme song before I
Run it.
drop the.
Cut your camera
Run it,
on.
let him cook.
Cut your camera on, and I'll cut your theme song on.
Let him cook.
I can't put on my camera. My
I'm
phone.
already.
My
wait,
computer.
I'm gonna bring out the prediction for what I think he's gonna take. Just give me
Okay,
1
okay,
second.
Hold on. Let me get everything set up. I gotta make sure I don't.
I want you to
forget
bet he takes
This is a
LSU.
certified hood classic.
Yo, for this game, I'm gonna take the University of Louisiana State, Louisiana
knew
State
it.
University. I don't care. LSU, LS2. Give me the Tigers.
Wow.
Hold up. Pause
Tigers.
my theme music. Pause my
I
theme
had
music.
the F ready, and
I got-
then he went with LSU.
I
Wow.
knew he'd pick
I gotta-
LSU. Did I not say that?
What should you know?
Well
gotta
done,
say
Huddy.
No, you didn't say
I
that.
gotta say this. Go Tigers.
All right, Jackson. It's a marquee matchup, Joe.
No. It's not marquee matchup yet. What are you talking about? It's Mississippi State versus Vanderbilt. Then
This
it's the
is
marquee
the-
matchup.
I will argue this is the most important game of the year for Mississippi State. This is the game that determines whether you make the tournament or you don't. Whether you
Vanderbilt by
disappoint your
5.
fans or you make them happy.
Vanderbilt by
li-
5.
all of the pressure is riding on Tolu Smith and Chris Jans.
And that's
With
why they're
that
going to
being
lose.
said, if you ain't a dog, you dog food. Give me Mississippi State. They are making the fucking tournament. I'm telling you right
They
now,
are
they're going to
losing
take their
to
final game
Vanderbilt
versus
at
Vandy.
Vanderbilt.
They're playing at Vanderbilt. Don't matter. Dogs win.
It's Liam Robbins. Liam Robbins is him.
Congratulations. They have
White
one
Joel
decent
Embiid.
forward.
All right. If
Tolu
I didn't
Smith
have
is
a
going to
game on
eat.
Saturday,
I got White Joel Embiid going
Will
crazy.
already agrees with me because he's going to disagree with
Van-
you, Jackson. So
Vanderbilt
that's
by-
two, that's 2.
Hey,
so if I didn't have a game in Kentucky on Saturday, I would be headed to this game right here to support the Mississippi State Bulldogs
Yes,
and
sir.
request for an NCAA tournament bid.
I'm saying Will knows. Will knows.
All right.
I would have picked the Mississippi State Bulldogs even if Jackson had picked them.
Tolu Smith will eat.
Yes.
All right, listen. So let me explain something to y'all. I've always had this in the soundboard for this specific moment.
Tolu Smith ain't doing shit versus Liam Robbins.
That's going to be Mississippi
Why-
State to the NCAA
Why is Hodor
tournament.
on here, bro?
They're going to be going into the tournament after this huge
L,
win over
L,
Vanderbilt.
L.
They're going into the
Wait.
tournament, you dumb bitch.
What you said they are? Wait, I
Yes.
didn't. Wait, then why is the open the door thing?
Because they're going to tell them to open that motherfucking door. Let them
Oh,
in.
I thought it was going to be them
Oh,
complaining that they
Florida
couldn't get in.
Luke,
Oh,
are you
well, then
sure you're
W.
smart?
No.
You just didn't get to open the door reference.
Well, I assumed he was gonna say that of like, let us in, even though we can't get in. Let us in, because it would make more sense. Because like complaining, but it's wrong.
This
W. Jason.
this whole entire episode's vibes been off because Jackson's goofy ass will not get up and go sit at his desk like a normal human being.
I will
I
admit we've
can't. I'm
probably
sorry.
seen like
My computer is
17 times
updating.
where Jackson has just decided, I'm gonna turn on my camera, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn
My
it back
computer
on
is
because I'm
no.
look
It's
like a
because I'm
little
looking
hoodie
at the
with my red.
games. I'm looking at the games, and then I turn it back on when I go back on the Discord.
I'm a
Dog,
little
then I
hoodie.
look
why
at
I
the
is
got
your
red.
forehead that fucking big?
I'm a little hoodie. I'm a sophomore, graduating, going to the University of South Carolina. I got the fire Taco Bell. Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Me and Will abuse Taco Bell, and I love it. Which is also
The
All right, let's
crunch
get into
wrap.
our matchup. Vanderbilt's gonna beat
The crunch wrap is my weakness.
Alabama at Texas A&M, marquee matchup of the year. Texas A&M is going to upset Alabama.
Okay,
this
thanks
week.
for stealing my thunder. Now I gotta pick the fucking court killers. I appreciate that.
Wait, we gotta let Jason last. I feel like that's what always happens, right?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
marquee.
Yeah.
I agree with Jackson.
I just feel like Texas A&M's gonna hit this like different. Like they're gonna go wild.
I'll be real.
They're gonna pull what Brandon Miller was trying to do. Oh, my bad.
I'll be real with this. I really want to take Texas A&M here. I really do. Because the Aggies, they won the Tennessee game. They're one of the hottest teams in the SEC. They for sure need to make the tournament, and this game would solidify it, even though I do think they still could probably make it. Just one other win. But I have a feeling that Jason, for some reason, is going to take Bama in the I guess I'm not sure if it's an upset, but he's going to take Bama as the favorite. And you know what? I'm going to read the future and agree. I'm going to, for some reason, take Bama in this game. I think they will slightly edge it out and steal the hope from those Aggies. Watermelon, rind. Cry. Even though it didn't rhyme, because that's exactly what A&M is going to be doing on like their senior night. Well, I guess maybe not. They're making the tournament, so maybe not.
My thing with this game is shooters shoot, and Bama has some shooters, and they will win this game off their three.
Will again, Dubs. Also, Jackson picked Texas A&M, so good stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna change my pick to Alabama. Okay.
Okay, so Texas A&M really does play lockdown defense. Brandon Miller's gonna get clamped by
the county correctional facility.
Listen, your turn. Final pick.
Shooters, in fact, do not shoot. Brandon Miller is not a
Pierce has to speak.
He
Dane
passes
has
the
to
ball
speak.
entirely.
Jackson, you gonna flip back to Texas A&M?
No, I'm good. Alabama's winning.
Here we go. Good job, Jackson. Yeah.
All right, Pierce, Dane, Noah, come on.
No, I said earlier. I said Texas A&M.
Good.
By 4.
Dane.
Oh, really? Give me Alabama by 7.
Noah.
Give me Bama.
The tide keep rolling.
Okay, listen. So there's only a few things I'm good at. It's running a podcast. It's having great people skills. And it's making correct picks. All right. And there's 3 things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and an Alabama upset whenever Jason takes it. So give me Texas A&M by 7 points.
Yes, sir. We like the pick. We like the pick.
Switching back.
Jackson, did you pick Alabama?
No, I'm good. I'm staying with Alabama. I'm staying with Alabama.
We like the Texas A&M season.
Thank you.
As
Texas
soon-
A&M is an
if
extremely
Jason-
underrated team.
If I wouldn't have switched it when Will was talking, I would have when Jason is, because I cannot pick when Jason picks most of the time.
I
Jackson.
mean, they would be a top 5 seed in the tournament if it wasn't for their 2 quad 4 losses.
Jackson, I don't know how many times I have to say this. If you speak to me with that much bass in your voice again, I'm gonna text Ella and tell her to come get your ass.
My bad.
Y'all hear that? The bass dropped and his nuts dropped. All right. Is that it for the episode?
Yeah, so that was
believe
a fun
so.
game.
All right, now for Jackson to do the sign off.
All right. Let me go into. What's it?
He forgets
All right,
our
guys.
sponsors and how to do this. It's
No,
okay.
I have to go in the link tree. That's what I do. Okay, you guys go on use the referral link in the link tree. Get 10% off your purchase using code
10%.
V2 Sports, capital V, capital S, and then get $20 off your first order using code V2 Sports for SeatGeek in the bio as well. You have to make first account. You have to make a new account for it to work. Yeah, and then good morning. Good. I'm gonna screw this up. Good evening and good night from the V2 crew.
Okay,
He
one
did
more
it again.
thing.
He
One
did
more
it
thing.
again.
One more
Another
thing.
time.
Good
Who
afternoon.
let this man cook?
All right. One more thing before we go. Make sure you check out our website for 2 to 3 articles daily on SEC, and we've got a huge catalog of
Except
articles
for
for
Sundays.
you to come check out. Yeah, we don't work on Sundays. Make sure y'all
Keep it
check that
classy.
out. Keep it classy. We've got all the SEC sports on taps, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, and good night from the V. Oh my God, Jackson just broke his phone from the V2 crew.